Hello! Welcome back, Steve's Retirement Corner. Time is everything in retirement, Doc. And it means a whole lot for retirement, too. But I mean, it's a commodity. It's an asset. It's actually a form of currency. You know, it can be your worst enemy or your best friend all at the same daggone time. It means a lot. That's why I consider it one of the legs on that three-legged stool of retirement. But I mean, it's a commodity because, man, you know, it's something you can buy and sell. It's what you did while you was working. You know, all them years of struggling and going in every day and double shifts and everything else, man. You trading your time for daggone money that got you to retirement. You know, now you got it. It's an asset. Well, you can still use it as a commodity if you go back to work. You know, you're essentially selling your time, just spending it the way you desire to once you retire. And then you got to, for an asset, man. I mean, that's the thing. You got in retirement, time is an asset because you have so much free time in retirement. You can spend it however the heck you please. You know, that's something a lot of people don't have. You didn't have it when you was working. Free time you didn't have. Everything was dedicated to living life. You know, whether you was working or running the kids or whatever you had to do. But in retirement, man, that free time that you can spend however you feel like, and you need to spend it wisely. It's just like being a currency. You know, it's a currency because you don't know how much overall time you have. You know, not just free time, but overall time. What's that daggone Azul always says? At 60, most people have less than 1,000 weeks, 1,000 healthy weeks or whatever. Hey man, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know where he gets his information at, but it makes perfect sense. I mean, you know, 1,000 weeks. What's that boil down to? About 20 years. Put you about 79, something like that. You know, do you really want to spend one of those weeks working a job you no longer need if you want to go? For me, that's ultimately what it boiled down to. It was, you know, there's a lot of little things that caused me to want to retire. But, you know, it got to a point where they were asking more of me than I was willing to give them for a job I no longer needed. You know, so I quit. That was ultimately, I mean, that's what everything was grouped under, I imagine. But you know, all that stuff time can be a friend to you underneath all that stuff. But you know, it can be a terrible enemy to you too. You know, we're not 30 anymore. We're not 25. You know, we don't have time if that market drops to recover. Especially me. If you're pulling out of your investments, your 401, your IRA, or whatever, to live on in retirement like I am, you know, if that sucker drops 40 or 50% and I got to pull out at the same time, I'm in a hole I'll never recover from. You know, that's where it can become an enemy to you early in life too. You know, because you need to lock some money down and take it out of the market. Give yourself 2 or 3 years of living expenses and put it in a CD or put it in cash, some kind of bond fund or whatever. Man, I ain't telling you what to do. That's what I did. And I'll tell you, the security you get from that, the comfort and the more confidence you have in living your life when you know that you got some money you can touch without having to worry what the market does, whether it bottoms out or whether it goes sky high. If you don't want to touch it, you ain't got to touch it. You know, that's a big confidence builder. It's comforting to know that nothing's going to change if the market drops this year. We're still going to be able to pull the same amount out and live just like we have. Now I scheduled it where I started out with 5 years to get me to 62. until I can get some help from Uncle Sam with my Social Security if and I need it. My ideal is I want to go to 67. So I got after I retired, I locked in another 5 years. But now I got some money still in stocks and everything too, and investments, bond or mutual funds, stuff like that. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to lock down in my immediate future in retirement. If I need to pull it, I got it to live on. But I'm also trying to let my money grow a little bit for my future retirement, 10, 15, 20 years down the road. If I need it, it'll be there, and hopefully it'll be more than it was when I left with. So I mean, it's a delicate balance. I'm walking a line, but hey, man. And it doesn't mean with that money that I'm growing that I'm chasing gains. You know, I'm just going to let it do what it does. You know, I'm trying to get some gains out of it. But if I don't lose, I'll be happy too. But I'm not really chasing gains, but I will take my gains when I get them. You know, I took a piece of them twice last year. Didn't take all the gains. I just took a little piece out and moved on over. I hate to go backwards in my lifestyle or my funds unless I got to. So, but time is extremely important in retirement. Whether it's your free time or just your actual time you still have left on earth. And it helped me to set up the way I am. How's that? But listen, I'm going to put a disclaimer down in the video notes here and on my about page or home page or whatever, because I get nervous whenever I have a video that did as well as it did over the weekend with the subscribers and views. It's not that I wasn't happy, it's that I worried that somebody actually thinks I might know what I'm talking about and might do something that I do or suggest or talk about or whatever and lose their butt on it. And it scares me to death that somebody gets screwed up from something I say. It's just for entertainment, Doc. That's all it is. So, but I'm going to start doing that on my videos now because I get worried about that too easy. But listen, it's supposed to be bad out there. It's terrible out there right now. The wind's howling, raining. We got a chance for tornadoes today. It's warm out there. It's probably about 55. But y'all be careful out there because what I hear tells, I mean, a bunch of the country is under a terrible storm warning, whether it's snow or whatever. We didn't get nothing Saturday but rain here. And that's all we're going to get today. But y'all be careful if you got to get out there and get in that weather. Hey, man. I mean, it might be different where you're at, but down here we get an inch of snow and everybody runs for the hills. I just can't deal with it, buddy. But y'all be careful if you got to get out in that mess. Y'all take care of yourselves, and we'll talk with y'all later.